OpenAI just chose 4 new members for their board of directors. They could not have chosen a worse cast of characters. And there seems to be a pattern here. So yesterday they released this statement with their 4 new board members. First, we have Sue, the former CEO of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, also a board member of Pfizer. She's also a member of the President's Council of Advisors on Science and Technology. But for some reason, when the White House wanted to write her bio, they thought that her 2 most prominent positions at Pfizer and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation shouldn't be on this page. I wonder why. Even spicier, this one's hard to find. She's on the board of directors of this company called Resilience, which strangely also has the CEO of In-Q-Tel on it. In-Q-Tel is the investment company for the CIA. There are actually a number of people on this board of directors that have links to the CIA other than this dude. And this company I'm talking about, Resilience, is the company that manufactured all of the mRNA for the thing that Moderna gave to everyone. Kind of weird. Next up is Nicole Seligman. Nicole's famous for being the president of Sony Entertainment, you know, the company that had some beef with Michael Jackson that we've recently talked about. She also previously worked at Paramount. She's a lawyer. And she's represented some interesting people, like Bill Clinton. And if you know the Iran-Contra scandal, she represented Oliver North in those trials. In this old article from the Washington Post, they talk about how, by all accounts, Seligman has won the trust and confidence of both President and Hillary Rodham Clinton. The First Lady thinks the world of her, says Mrs. Clinton's press secretary. Man, that's some high praise from a really great person. What a good endorsement. For those of you keeping track of how many Zionists are on the board of OpenAI, she's also Jewish. I believe that brings the total to 3 out of 7. I'm not totally sure if there's more or not. Because, you know, I can't think of anything better for Israel's public image than to have the AI that's giving everyone answers to their questions about the world, answers that are pro-Israel. And then we have Fiji, who is the CEO of Instacart, but she spent a decade working at high positions at Facebook. At the top, she was the head of the Facebook app. That's in addition to the Facebook executives already on the board, like Brett Taylor, who was the CTO. And he was the chairman of old Twitter when, you know, free speech was like totally good on Twitter. And we have Adam D'Angelo, who was high school friends with Mark Zuckerberg and the CTO of Facebook. So that's 3 former Facebook executives. And last but not least, the crown jewel, Larry Summers, former U.S. Secretary of the Treasury, former chief economist at the World Bank. He was heavily involved in repealing Glass-Steagall, which is what allowed banks to gamble with all of our money in the stock market and cause the crazy bubbles and the crazy crashes that we've seen since. He was instrumental in both setting the stage for the '08 financial crisis, and then he was instrumental in the government allocation of our tax dollars to bail out his friends in the banks. I can't think of anyone that I would want farther away from the ethical development of AI than Larry Summers. As just one example of his high ethical standards, in the 90s, what's called the Summers Memo came out. A quote from it is, quote, "I think the economic logic behind dumping a load of toxic waste in the lowest wage country is impeccable, and we should face up to that." Meaning, I mean, it's really good business to dump all of our corporate toxic waste in poor countries because they can't do anything about it. And that's just good business, and we should face up to that, right? And then obviously Sam Altman is also back on the board, making a total of 7 people on the board of OpenAI, and I don't want any of them anywhere near the development of AI technology. Remember, Elon Musk is currently suing OpenAI for marketing themselves as an open source, ethical, non-profit AI development company, and then transforming themselves into a closed source, unethical, for-profit AI development empire that is working to control the entire state of information on the internet. I mean, working to develop technology that will benefit everyone all around the world. I mean, just imagine when you don't even need to do research and look for information anymore because AI will tell you everything you need to know about what's real and what's not. It's gonna be a brave new world soon. Just you wait.